Hello, world and universe. Welcome to the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. And for all my continued followers, I want to say thank you. And this is an opinion-based video channel where I try to open your eyes and ears up to some of the trials and tribulations that take place throughout our cities, our states, our country, and sometimes around the world. And this one is all about a scenario that I am very familiar with that has to deal with assisted living, nursing homes, residential care, border homes, that sort of thing. You're seeing a large number of people who have mental and physical disabilities in today's time that need to stay in one of these levels of care. And my family has been in that business for over 40 years. And just for clarity purposes, I even have a nursing home administrator's license. My family, we owned and just recently sold a assisted residential care facility here in St. Louis. But many times when you're taking care of people with mental and physical disabilities, we have to make sure that we're always doing the right thing and being very professional and don't take advantage of people who need our help and assistance. But sometimes people are greedy and they just go for the money and they don't care how they treat their clients, their patients, or their residents. And this is a case straight out of Arlington, Texas, where a woman abused, neglected, disabled adults across 5 Texas group homes. 5 Texas group homes, police say. The operator of Loving and Caring for People, LLC, has been arrested. Arlington police say that neglect and abuse were taking place in 5 group homes housing adults with mental and physical disabilities. There could be more arrests and more victims to come. Arlington police say neglect and abuse were taking place in 5 group homes housing adults with mental and physical disabilities. The operator of Loving and Caring for People, remember the title, and we'll talk about the hypocrisy. The operator of Loving and Caring for People, LLC, has been arrested. Police say there could be more arrests and more victims. What was allegedly happening in the dark of these group homes came to light late last year when a resident at one of the homes made an outcry to a neighbor to help him get away. A home in a quiet Arlington neighborhood served as a group home to people who depend on others for care. Neighbors and police say the care they received was scarce. One day, I was in my backyard and there was an elderly guy back there. Looks like he had cerebral palsy or something, recalled one neighbor. He asked me to call 911. This is the resident that appeared to have cerebral palsy, told this neighbor to call 911 because he was trying to escape. So we called the cops and got them out here with the ambulance and fire trucks and stuff. And they've been out here for a couple of times since. That started a 4-month investigation leading to the arrest of Regia Sue Becqua, who was charged with abandoning, endangering an individual, imminent danger of bodily injury. About a week ago, I saw some police come, and then shortly after that evening, there were 10 large suitcases that were pulled out into the front yard, Owen said. Arlington Police Lieutenant Kimberly Harris leads the police department's behavioral health unit. 5 group homes operated by Becqua across Arlington, Mansfield, and Grand Prairie are part of the investigation. Harris said, "I'm angry. Some of these individuals were not mobile. They were unable to leave their bed or they were wheelchair bound. In one instance, a gentleman was wheelchair bound. However, he had no wheelchair at the home and was unable to go around or get anywhere in the house. He had to crawl on his hands, knees, and feet, and he had scars from crawling around. Police say residents were neglected and their debit cards abused. Deceased clients' possessions like vehicles were allegedly kept by Bekwa. One of the first things that set off warning bells was that the amount of people that we suspected she was caring for. The condition in which we found the individual. So one of the things that set off warning bells for the police was the amount of people that they suspected she was caring for and the condition in which they found the individuals, said Kelly Land, a crisis intervention specialist. Again, this is an open investigation, but there are some warning signs in terms of the care of these individuals. Police wonder if there are more homes and more potential people suffering silently. So obviously, we want to reach out and see if there's others, said Arlington Police Officer Chris Powell, because these homes are very easy to start and referrals are very easy to get from. So they could be everywhere. So here we have a young lady, Miss Bekwa, who opened up 5 I don't know if they were residential care, assisted living. There's no specific title on, are these just border homes? Typically speaking, as I said to you in the beginning of this video, for clarity purposes, I do have a nursing home administrator's license, and we and my family had a residential and assisted living care facility for over 40 years. There generally are 4 levels in the nursing home, nursing care business. You have border homes, residential care, assisted living, rehabilitation, and you have skilled. So you have those different 4 levels, and the bottom would be border homes, where individuals are just renting rooms and they're basically taking care of themselves. And as you move up the chain from residential to assisted living to rehabilitation and nursing home skilled, those levels go up based on the need for those patients. Do you have to cook food for them? Do you have to prepare their medicine? Do you wash their clothes? These are called ADLs, activities of daily living. And there's a point system on how the owners of those facilities are paid through an individual's Medicaid. So you have what's called personal care units. In the state of Missouri, they go from 0 to 300 when you list and check off how much need and assistance does each resident so desire. Are you preparing food? Are you washing their clothes? Do they need assistance to and from the bathroom? Are you bathing them? These are called ADLs, activities of daily living. Obviously, it sounds like, and I wanted to do the story because it touches my heart personally, because my family have been in this business for a long time until recently. And you're dealing with people that have physical and mental disabilities that are at the mercy of these residential assisted care facilities. As if you drive around St. Louis, Chicago, all these major metropolitan cities, you see a lot of nursing home facilities, assisted living, residential care. As our baby boomers are approaching retirement, you have retirement homes. All of that kind of falls under the umbrella of social services. This particular situation sounds like this young lady did not have a nursing home administrator's license. She'd only been up in business for a year or two, and she had 5 separate homes or facilities. That is a lot to take on, to be at 5 different places each and every day, and making sure that these individuals, these residents that are living there, are getting the optimal care that they need. This sounds more like she was going beyond the scope. It sounds more like border homes. She was just placing people there, but these individuals actually needed more care and needed to be at a higher level of an assisted living facility. And even some of these individuals that were wheelchair bound or bedridden, they are completely ambulatory, which means they need to be in a skilled nursing home facility with licensed nurses, licensed physicians, and specifically in psychiatry, internal medicine, that can be there to make sure and manage these patients both medically, psychologically, physically, and for all of the other ADL needs that they need, which are activities of daily living and personal care procedures. This is very unfortunate. You see, there is a sometimes there is a symbiotic relationship between the way disabled, mentally and physically. Sometimes there is a symbiotic relationship, or there are similarities between adults who are physical or mentally disabled and their treatment, and sometimes what you see with children in foster care. Both scenarios are individuals that need the systems, assistance, social services, and the owners of the facilities to make sure that they're giving them optimal treatment. But you do have bad apples that come out each and every day where people will set up these types of homes and have no intention on managing the proper care that these people need on a 24-hour basis. As I said, you need a licensed full-time nurse. You need physicians that are associated with your home. There needs to be proper nutritional care, cleansingness, or cleaning, proper cleaning, both of their rooms and, of course, their physical bodies. There's an innumerable amount of checkoff points when you run these kinds of facilities. And it seems like that this young lady, Miss Beckwith, was only popping these places up and then shoving just anybody in there. And this is where the state of Texas has to make sure that they are doing their fiduciary responsibility to make sure that these facilities are adequate, have the right kind of residents in there, they're getting the proper care and treatment, and definitely if she's getting Medicaid payments, or if she is the conservator over these individuals' Social Security, their disability, Social Security, and being the conservator and managing their money. That means that the money goes directly to her, but she has a fiduciary responsibility to properly use that money for those residents and their care. And it seems like she had no intention on doing that, allegedly. Thankfully, the state of Texas found this out, and they shut down these 5 facilities before one of the residents ended up dead, or something very heinous and bad could have happened. Tell me what you think about this woman who abused, neglected, disabled adults across 5 North Texas group homes. This has been the Trevor Donald experience, helping people, managing their care and treating them as human beings with humanity is what's of the most important part of this, and not just how much you can get paid for doing as little as possible. Thankfully, that gentleman tried to escape and let the neighbors know that there was something going on in these group homes that was not right, and the authorities and the state came in to shut this lady down. Ms. Beckwith, she's been arrested, and these residents can be transferred to another facility and get the appropriate care that they need. Tell me what you think. There's some bad folks out here doing bad things to good people each and every day, and we need to bring awareness and draw those people into the court systems and make sure that they are held accountable for the egregious behaviors they're doing to individuals that need our optimal help each and every day. This has been the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth in a righteous, positive, and God-fearing way.